So I woke up to news that Bola Tinubu special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Nonuga, has called out Peter Obi and his supporters for allegedly trying to cause mayhem and cause anarchy in the country, right? And as usual, some of us are not surprised, but of course, he played the ethnic card, concentrated on IPOB as the main reason why these guys wants to okay, not main reason, as one of the reasons why, and then even said that the NSAS crisis was constituted by the IPOB, or yes, the IPOB. However, in a detailed, very long, rubbish, nonsensical series of tweets on his official Twitter handle, he's written a whole lot. Before I continue, I want to beg of you. I've been begging for a while. I wrote yesterday that I don't know, at the back end of my Facebook page, we've been having a lot of reactions and a lot of steady confrontations, right? So I have a backup page, and it's called Common Sense TV. Find a way to help me follow it. I put the name here, and I also put the link in the comment section, so that at least we'll stay tuned in just in case anything happens, right? We're fighting hard, my team and I, ensuring that we'll stay valuable. Then also on all other social media platforms, look for me. Same Mr. Common Sense on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Let the conversation continue, right? No matter what they do to the messenger or the message avenue, let the message continue. So please look for me and all of this. So back to the point. So I woke up and I saw Bayo Onunuga's several nonsense written, and then it's a long thread, so I will not be able to read everything, but I'll do justice to a few, then we'll hit the conversation heavy. Peter Obi supporters are the people planning mayhem in Nigeria. Obi should be held responsible for anarchy. Don't be fooled. The malcontent planning to stage nationwide protests are supporters of Peter Obi, the failed presidential candidate of Labour Party, and he should be held responsible for whatever crisis emanates from the action. The protest planners are also the same people who were instigated by IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu to launch destructive end-SARS protests in Nigeria in October 2020. That's at the point where you realize that this man is dull. And then if you have Bayo Onunuga as a father, as an uncle, as anybody in your family, as a family friend, then you are stupid. Somebody like this should not be associated with end SARS protests that kickstart that became the height or the high point of Nigerians not being able to take the disdainful, distasteful intimidation, oppression, and brutalization of Nigerian youth by that former robbery gang that called themselves NSAS, and with no apologies. Of course, just so you know, just so you remember, they had several things going on in all parts of Nigeria, including North. Okay, maybe a few places in North, so to speak, not so much, because we know that police brutality ends, starts and ends with the south of Nigeria. This is not to, again, put ethnic coloration to this conversation. It's just that these guys are a bit careful. You know, Northerners are not so friendly. A mob can just rise against this of you and finish you. But of course, in the south, you're a bit more liberal, sometimes civil, and allow things to work. It was at Ugeli where a few boys were killed, right? And then I can remember two or three boys, yes, were attacked, brutalized, and led to their eventual arrest. That some boys went on the side to burn cows, as it were, and then took it upon themselves. That was what finally uh, caused the entire nation to be on standstill and demanded that the now disbanded unit should be disbanded at that time. So, but you see, people like Bayo Onunuga will look for a way to sell ethnic coloration to conversations like this because they know our people. Nearly they put that up. A few idiots who are within his tribal ranks and tribal understanding will see messages like this and they will start to run with it. And of course, this is in view with a lot of the conversation that people have been saying that the Igbo's involvement in this protest would be taken into an extreme angle. They will forget who is it. Because as I talk to you, right, let's even say the fact, this rubbish conversation, right? There are people spreading the hashtag end bad governance. My problem with Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government and his circle of supporters, especially like people like Bayo, is that the energy that they should have put in making Nigeria work, they spend it more on creating propaganda and lying to the public. You see what the Minister of Information and Communication has done in recent time about the UAE visa. You see what all these guys are doing. You see what the Ministry of Power is doing. They are increasing tariffs every day. Nothing strongly, nothing. $150 million spent in purchasing a private jet. Nigerians, in fact, I waited to read that tweet to see that there's a place you would have mentioned that people like Showore, who doesn't believe in Peter Obi, who doesn't like Peter Obi, is one of the people. Go to his platform. And Showore has not hidden the fact that he knows that his participation in the Nigerian electoral process is just to fulfill all righteousness. He has always said there's revolution now. That the only way Nigeria can get better is revolution. As I talk to you, it's heavy on him. But Showore is being left behind. And of course, I'm saying it here now. The people that are demanding that end bad governance should end in Nigeria, they are not scared. They are not scared. They understand clearly that there will be ethnic coloration, but they don't care. Because at this point, it is either you push or you shove. There is no going back anymore. There is really no going back. Nobody wants to destroy this country. The agendas are there and they have been listed. If you go check, a lot of the agendas or the reasons why, just so you know, just to give you a tip of the aspect, deploy the police and army to protect us, the peaceful protesters, from armed thugs and criminals that will be sent out. Triple the pay of law enforcement agencies, the military, the police, the civil defense, in order to help resolve insecurity in the country, right? Bring PMS petrol price back to 100 naira per litre, right? Renegotiate existing loans and contracts with IMF and World Bank. We want to know, right? Reduce and publicly disclose both the salaries and allowances of all public elective officials from the president to councillors, right, by 80%, including salaries and allowances of past government officials. So those that are still bearing multiple pensions and gratuity on that is burdened on the Nigerian state, we want all that cut down or exposed. Allocate the funds cost from 0.5 above to increase minimum wage by 800%, that is to 240,000. So this rubbish 70,000 that they are putting in place is actually embarrassing, right? Make INEC truly independent. Stream election result live on major social media platforms as it were. One of the things that we cannot ignore is the fact that electoral reforms must become effective. We cannot even move towards 2027 elections if there are no reforms. If it is on this same structure that 2023 elections was conducted and ruined, and we want to have a new election, and the buyer is saying that you should wait 2027 to elect your messiah. But these guys think that we are fools, right? Number is stop the importation of GMOs, genetically modified organisms. Of course, you should read that up. You should read that up. It's something that everybody should begin to look at. It's serious right now, but the conversation about it is very low at the moment. Remove all foreign military bases of the West, that is for America, France, and the rest of them. And I will take a time out to do a video particularly about foreign influence in our peaceful coexistence. One of these days, trust me. Then okay, this one says making learning Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa languages and cultures compulsory all through to secondary school level in Nigeria. So again, which of these kind of indicates that this is a tribal conversation or they want this? Nobody, even Ishori was the one that even listed that Nnamdi Kanu should be released from prison unconditionally, so to speak. So Bayo again in his usual self, of course, with the dollars that are around Tinubu, they are thinking of a way to scuffle the planned protest, and the only way they can is to send ethnic agenda into it. And of course, but fortunately, they are going to meet a Waterloo this time. Nobody's going to listen to them. Okay, a few idiots would, but the truth is, no Nigerian who is thinking straight will listen to Bayo. I beg of you, let's keep the focus. Of course, no compulsion that everybody should join the protest, but don't discourage people that want to. You see, there are pictures of the police barracks, army barracks, all of them on social media, asking the Nigerian security forces, is this how it's supposed to be? 21 billion naira being used to renovate a vice presidential candidate residence after spending so much money to renovate his Lagos residence and all that. And they know that at any point he's even homeless at the point. But these people, the priorities to them is different from what the priorities to the people are. They are requesting another 50 million loan. Bola Tinubu is requesting a 6.2 trillion supplementary budget allocation. And then day you're asking, what is all this being used for? The less priorities. I'll say another time. Bye for now.